So, TikTok is becoming the leader when it comes to social media platforms. Literally everyone's on the platform now. People like Gary Vee talk about it as the Instagram of 7 years ago. Now, as an online business owner, you may be asking yourself if TikTok really is the solution for you. And quite frankly, you need to be much better at producing creatives with TikTok than you're required to be with platforms like Google or Facebook. In this week's video, I'll be sharing with you 7 different ways you can benefit from using TikTok ads and how can you make the transition to the platform if you're not yet familiar with TikTok's creative process. My name is Justin and I'm the founder of Voizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. Before we get started, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, as well as turn on post notifications to be one of the first to know about these cutting edge e-commerce marketing tips posted on the channel every week. So the first of 7 things I want to share with you today is the following. So I want to show you the Creative Exchange as well as TikTok's Creative Marketplace. So both are somewhat new platforms or somewhat new sort of ventures that TikTok is going into. To kind of show you right now and begin with the Creative Exchange, that is one of the newest announcements that they made. I think it was in November of 2021. So TikTok's Creative Exchange allows you to partner up with creative partners. So allows you to partner with them. And basically, as it says right here, so let's just go through what they have. You have access to TikTok experts that can basically produce content for you. So that's what I mean by I hear a lot of brands, even very big brands at times, that are not really sure if they can make the switch, not sure whether it makes sense or not to go on TikTok. And they keep asking themselves, how can I make it work if I do not have the creative capacity to do that? So that said, there's also not a lot of agencies that produce creative content like what you see on TikTok, because TikTok, as opposed to content you're seeing on Facebook or seeing on Google, it's much less like ad-wise. It's a lot more organic. It's a lot more genuine. So you need that. You cannot sort of fake that content. It really has to look great and organic. So services like Creative Exchange allow you to partner up with creators that can help you produce that content for your brand. So here basically they talk about a few case studies of people that basically use their platform, but to basically see it right here, if you've ever used a platform like Billo in the past, where Billo allows you to produce UGC content for Facebook, any of these other platforms. So what you can do from there is you submit your brief, very similar to how Billo works. So you just type in, what you want to do with your project, and then you basically collaborate with the right creative partner for you. You approve the deliverables. So if not, you can ask for review. You upload it to Ads Manager, and then as simple as that, right afterwards, you can basically see it as an ad, just as you regularly would. So it's very simple. It's TikTok natively on their platform instead of requiring a third-party supplier like Billo. So again, Billo is great, still is great, if you're running ads on Facebook, but it's very nice to see that TikTok is doing that natively with their platform. They're natively integrating a way for creators as well as brands to partner together and come up with content like that. Then there's the Creative Marketplace like this. It allows you to discover these creators. So it essentially allows you to discover the creators that maybe could best fit your brand. So that's more of a way for you to almost have a catalog of online creators. So you can discover these creators a bit like what you're seeing here. You can pick by region, topic, reach, average views. Again, there's so many different things that you can pick from. So let's say that's also something, I'm going to come back to Billo again as an example, but Billo is based in the US. So if you were like an Australian brand or UK based brand and you're using services like Billo to run ads in your own country, then the accent is not the same. You cannot get, UK people basically shown on these videos. It would have to be an American accent. Whereas with this, you can pick somebody that is also from the UK and has same accent, same sort of gestures, I guess, that you would use. And that is great for culture fit. It's very great to find creators that fit with the culture that you're trying to project with your brand. So that's basically it. Using these 2 platforms in combination is great for you to pick these creators and start working with them to get your creatives going. So that's pretty much it when it comes to that first point in the video. Then I want to share with you another thing when it comes to partnering with creators. They make it very easy for you to partner up with influencers or ambassadors. So in the past, what people were doing and what potentially you're still doing with your brand is people partner up with ambassadors, micro influencers on Instagram, and then they do a feed post, and then comes the hassle of influencer whitelisting for ads. It still works amazingly well, don't get me wrong. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, influencer whitelisting in terms of advertising on Facebook means you run ads not under your company's name, but under the influencer's name, but it's still you paying for the ads. As an example, I'm partnering with an influencer called Alexa, and from there, essentially, partnering with that lady, she's making a video for me. I'm creating a Facebook page for that person. It's all under her name, not under my company's name. She makes an ad, about my company, like her using our products, and then we connect her page to our ad account, make an ad for that. It's a whole process. It's very difficult to do and time consuming also, both on the influencers part of things, the agency and e-commerce brand. So there's a bit of a three-way communication needed right there. Whereas with TikTok, it's very easy. So for any creator, they just need to basically turn on a feature in their settings. As you can see right now on screen, it's called ad authorization. So they even have this documentation up on their website. So in the sort of help center, you're gonna see documentation like such. So they provide you with the documentation and the tutorials to literally send out to your influencers. So you can't have anything better than this. So you turn on a feature called ad authorizations, and if I zoom in a little right here, what you're gonna be able to see is that on step 2, whenever you make a video, you could have it as a private video or as a public video, whatever you want. And then from there, 3 dots, add settings. It literally gives you a small code for you to afterwards give to your agency. And then they literally put in that code into the ads manager, as simple as that. So it takes about 5 seconds to do on the influencer side of things. No need to share access afterwards to your ads manager account, to the influencer, then the e-commerce brand. It's all straight from the influencer all the way to the agency or whoever runs the ads, and that's it. It's a small little code that then you put into the ads manager, and then you can make an ad out of that post. So that's what also some people refer to as Spark ads, could be done in that way. Then the third point I want to bring up in this video is very, very low CPMs and cost per click. So as you can see from this campaign that is running for that client right there, CPM is $3 Canadian. That is basically nothing. In US dollars, that's like $2.50. So CPM is honestly incredibly low on TikTok. It costs you barely nothing to advertise on that platform. So you can have a much bigger reach with a platform like TikTok. And keep in mind that ad that you're seeing right now, that campaign is a conversions campaign. So it's not a campaign aimed on reach where that could purposely lower the CPM, because all Facebook or all this other platform would be doing is trying to push your ads to as many people as possible. No, that is a conversion campaign based on purchases, CPM $3, and as you can see, cost per click 40 cents. So it costs you basically less than half of what it would cost you on a platform like Facebook to get a click on your website. And CPM is in some cases is 10 times as low as what we're seeing on platforms like Facebook once again. So lower cost of advertising makes it that your cost per acquisition is very low. That client's AOV is $200. So keep in mind a $50 cost per acquisition is about a 4x or so ROAS. But this said, that's with TikTok, you're battling with a lot of people, a lot of traffic that could lead to a lower conversion rate simply because that traffic may not be as qualified from what we're seeing than platforms like Facebook. But again, you're just exposing so many people to your brand that it's like taking back the expression where if you throw enough shit at a wall, it'll stick at some point. It's pretty much the same thing at this point. So if you throw stuff at TikTok, would it be bad traffic or whatnot, you'll get some great apples out of that at some point. And just in the end, we've seen much cheaper costs overall to advertise on that platform. Now, the fourth thing that I want to share with you today is the new and upcoming TikTok pixel changes coming up on February 28th of 2022. So what's coming up on February 28th is that essentially there's going to be the advanced matching available with your pixel. So if you're familiar with Facebook, they already have that with the Conversions API. So they have advanced matching, and they're using first and third party cookies for essentially the platform to match the events, whereas TikTok hasn't done that yet. TikTok is straight still working with the pixel. They have their own connection with Shopify, but they didn't have advanced matching as of now. So what's going to be changing now is this is going to allow you to essentially, as they say right here, if you're looking at this, what's highlighted on screen, first party cookies. So they're created and owned by your website, via the TikTok pixel. So essentially what happens is that if somebody lands on your site, then there's going to be, some actions and cookies triggered on the sites, and it's basically it. It's going to be sent back to the pixel, and then eventually, sent back to TikTok as a whole. So third-party cookies here, owned by TikTok via TikTok's server. So this will always be on for the pixel, and that, again, these two working together with the session ID, that makes it so that you have TikTok advanced matching. It'll be much easier for the platform to match anybody that interacts with your ad or your website, to match it back to TikTok. And what will that lead to is just better learning. And essentially, some people say that this is the final nail in the coffin of Facebook advertising, because that's pretty much the only thing that was, really missing with TikTok, was the accuracy of reporting. The fifth thing I want to share with you today is actually more a tip. So that tip that I'm going to give you is to come back to creative production, as mentioned at the beginning of this video. What I would recommend you do, and something that we've seen a lot of people doing, which is working amazingly well, is partner up with a teenager that fits the style of your brand. So you can actually use that teenager, and I'm saying use, but you could actually get into a contract with them on a retainer basis for them to produce ad content for your brand. So as opposed to paying an agency, tens of thousands of dollars to be able to get creatives that look genuine on TikTok, or trying to fake them, or getting influencers to do them for you, what you can do is get one person, one teen that is great, that is already using the platform, 3, 4, 5 hours a day anyways on their free time. Pay that teen on retainer. Usually these teens, again, very happy with $1,000 to $1,500 a month retainer, and they produce content, at mass for you. So gives them great experience, in the creator economy. For you, as a brand owner, works amazingly well, because you have someone who can output, content on demand, because we know TikTok is all about content. It's all about the creative content you put out there. It's basically no copywriting work done. So it's content as well as strategy, the way it's pushed out. So the both working amazingly well together. You're going to have great results on the platform. So if you haven't done that yet, or if you're thinking about exploring the platform, get yourself a team, use the Creator Exchange, use these tools to find teenagers or people that, again, are just coming up on TikTok. You see them growing, they're starting to get attention. Get these guys up on a retainer for your brand. The sixth thing that I want to mention today is the ease of switch from Facebook to TikTok. So if you're already used to advertising on a platform like Facebook, you're going to notice many similarities between Facebook and TikTok. Both platforms are very similar when it comes to the hierarchy of information. I've actually released a video not too long ago about the differences between Facebook ads and TikTok ads. So check that out if you haven't yet. But all that to say that both platforms are very similar in the way you advertise, in the way the ads manager look, in the way the business manager functions. Very, very similar platform. So if you're used to doing things and uploading ads on Facebook, then you won't have any problem when switching over to a platform like TikTok. And the seventh thing that I want to mention today is the additional omnipresence that you can create when hopping on a new platform like TikTok. Again, you can now benefit from ultra low, CPMs, very low cost per clicks. So you probably won't benefit from that for very long before a lot of people get on the platform and start advertising on there, and then we'll see all costs rising like we did with Facebook a couple of years back. But right now you can have the chance to hop on a platform where more people and maybe a different audience will access your ads, will be exposed to your brand, or where you'll be able to just retarget and be even more omnipresent with your current audience. You want people to see you at as many places as possible, because you want them to remember your brand, to remember your name, and that creates this sort of omnipresence and this proximity with your brand. So all that to say that if you're not on TikTok yet, I definitely recommend that you start adding that to your strategy in 2022. We started integrating TikTok for pretty much all of our clients at this point. There's still a few we're transitioning over to the platform. Would it be just for retargeting? Would it be just for promotional periods? But all that to say that we want all of our clients to be able to benefit from TikTok if, of course, it fits their brand. Now, if you're an e-commerce store or brand owner making at least $20,000 to $30,000 a month with your brand, I'd invite you to click on the first link in the description down below and pencil in a very short 15-minute demo call with our team. On that call, we'll take a look at your business, see if you're a good fit to partner up with us. If you are, then we'll help you scale through paid ads. If you aren't, then worst comes to worst, we'll send you up with a free action plan to implement on your own. So on that note, make sure you guys check out other videos on the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.